Alright, picking up where we left off in this problem, easiest way to do this again will be get rid of these denominators altogether. 2 and 7, if you multiply them together, they would both go into 14. So I'm going to multiply by 14. So if I take this and multiply it over here, 2 goes into 14 7 times. So this 3y on top will get multiplied by 7 after the 14 and the 2 reduce. Plus, and then the denominator is gone because I reduced by 2. And then here I'd multiply by 14. The 14 and the 7 would reduce down to just 2.
What?
And then we do have to multiply this 3 by 14 even though it doesn't have a denominator. Still the same thing. It would actually be 42. So now...
Jude is calling me.
She is.
This
is my life, so you have to listen to that. Alright, so over here, 3 times 7, we got 21y. Over here, this is definitely distributive property. 8 times 2 is 16, minus 8y equals 42. And now my job is to combine those like terms. So 21y and 8y, they're already on the same side. So 21 minus 8 would be 13y. 16, not a like term because it doesn't have a y. 42 and 16 are like terms, so I'm going to subtract the 16 to join it with its like term. So I have 13y only left on this side, 42 minus 16, 26 on that side. And you can see now that we'll divide by 13, and y will be 26 divided by 13, or just 2. Of course, you should check your answer by plugging in 2, and you should get an answer of 3 when you do that. To make sure you did it right. Okay, the last example from 78 is right here. Solving this, again, whole equation, all 3 of them have denominators, 4, 2, and 10. Easiest way to do this, multiply everything in here by 20, because that's the first number they both go into. 4 doesn't go directly into 10, so the next number after 10 would be 20. 4 and 2 both go into that. So 4 goes into 25 times, so this x plus 1 will get multiplied by 5. Notice I distributed that already. We have our minus sign. 2 goes into 10 times, so 10 times 3 would be where I get 30. And then over here, 10 goes into 22 times, so this will get multiplied by 2. So notice I distributed that. 2 times 2 is 4x. 9 times 2 is 18. So I multiplied everything in here by 20. That way all the denominators canceled out. And then I should get an answer of 7. You should try that one on your own. Make sure you can get that. But again, like terms here, subtract 4x, you get x. Here you have negative 25 on this side, so add 25. Negative 18 plus 25 is where you get 7. All right, we'll do 79 as well. Systems of equations, we've done a lot already, but this time with subscripted variables, which is something we've talked about. So this is nothing new other than getting used to what to look for. So remember, subscripts, that little word there, it's only to help organize the information. It doesn't mean anything mathematically. It's just organizing the information so that if there's more than one, like, you know, there's t here and t there, so that maybe they're both times, one for, you know, something with a p and something with an a. So maybe this is Paul and Adam or something, and something took 4 hours versus 3 hours. So it's just a way of organizing it, and that's all. So if you look in the book, the example we're going to talk about from the book was solve the following systems for RA. We're going to solve for RA, even though it doesn't look like an R. But they give us one equation, a second equation, but this one actually tells us that RP is 50, TP is 4, and TA is 3. So all 3 of these equations actually give us a value, so we can substitute all 3 of these numbers. 50 goes in for RP. There's RP, there's my 50. 3 went in for TA, and TP4 went in for that because we had all 3 of those. Equal to 320. All we have left to do is solve for RA. So 50 times 4 is 200. Subtract it to the other side to get with its like term. Divide by the 3 here, and 120 divided by 3 is 40, and we have RA. Okay, our last one, you can see it here. Solve for both sets of times, TL and TS. So again, they give us 1, 2, 3, 4 equations. This time 2 of them are actual numbers. So you can plug in the 40 and the 80 for R. And then the other one's just a relationship between T's. But again, substitution tells us this can be put in for that. So TL minus 5, notice is going to go right there where TS used to be. I took that out and put that in. So distribute your 80. Combine like terms, so subtract 80 TL over 40 minus 80 is negative 40, and divide by negative 40, negative 400 divided by negative 40, TL is positive 10, and plugging 10 in there, 10 minus 5, TS would be 5, and that would be less than 79. So your homework assignment is to please do lesson number 79. And you'll do 1 through 30. Thank you guys. See you Thursday.